let's see. So I wanted to go live right quick as I am on my break at work. Because this post really disturbed me with seeing Young Miami recommending young women to have kids early. Let's get into some things because I just want to do this quick reaction to that. And y'all, first of all, Young Miami is telling young women to have children at a young age. What? Okay, as a mother, I do not recommend. The tweet basically said, ladies, what's a good age to have children? And she said 19 and 20. She did not say what's a good age to get married and have kids and start your life. This woman who has two kids from two different men and chasing around a sugar daddy is now recommending for girls to get pregnant at 19 and 20 years old. And as a mother, I'm telling you, ladies, do not fall for that trap. Okay, motherhood can be beautiful, but when you're not ready for it, it's real ghetto. You don't get the same sleep that you used to get. You don't have the same freedom that you used to have. Hey, Tampa Supreme, thanks for joining the chat. Um, Becoming a mother, you lose a sense of yourself. It has taken me, and I'm gonna be real transparent with y'all because y'all are my subscribers. I was going through postpartum depression and nobody knew. I also am just now starting to feel like myself again. And there is no yourself again when you have a kid. And I'm not trying to scare people from having children. I'm just saying be careful who you have children with. And also be sure that you're ready to have a child. I also have a family member who just had a baby at a teen age. And I wish I was alerted to that because I would have helped guided her through some things to prepare for her. You know, motherhood is beautiful, but when you're young and you haven't even 19, I graduated high school at 18. I haven't even you're not even college age. So you don't have any education. You're telling anybody that I've known in my life that had children very young at a young age, they had a very hard time growing up. Like their mindset was like stuck at that age, right? Or they lost out on opportunities. And not saying that you can't have great opportunities. I've made a very good life for myself. So don't get that twisted. I made a very, very good life for myself. Sophia says that ghetto. It is. It can definitely be ghetto. And children, they are basically broke, selfish human beings. I'm gonna be honest. I love children. I love my kids, but I'm just gonna be transparent with y'all and let y'all know this shit is not easy. It's not easy. It's hard out here to be a mom and to advise young women. You're basically telling a woman who's 19 or 20, most likely she's not married. She's not married. So are you telling them to become baby moms? Like you have a responsibility as a mother to not to keep enabling people to become single mothers. I help out women who end up making that mistake of becoming single mothers. But I'm not going to advocate for being a single mom. That's not what it's about. Just because you're a single mom doesn't mean you're advocating for people to become single parents. It's just like once the child is here, what are you going to do next? Here's what you can do next. Here's the best thing you can do for yourself and your children and your life and become the better version of yourself. That's the story that God gave me. But I'm not going to sit here and tell young girls to go out there and have children at 18, 19, 20 years old because the children, the babies that they are creating these men with are 19, 20-year-old men. Men age at a slower rate than us. Their mentality, they don't grow up until, I don't know, maybe 30. I swear to God, men don't grow up until they're like 30. And even then, I've spoken to women who are in their 40s and they're like, nah, girl, they're still kids. So don't sit up here and tell these young girls to sit there and get pregnant at 19 and 20. These girls are just now getting out of high school or in college, and you're telling them to get pregnant during college. Like, all the women that I've known, they're happy having kids early, but a lot of them, the girls that I went to high school with who end up getting pregnant while the rest of us went off to college, and they got pregnant within their freshman year, those girls now are in the clubs, they're partying, they're trying to relive the youth that they missed out on. Because I don't know why social media wants to create this illusion that you can have a kid and go out and have fun. Like, yes, you can go out and try to live the life as best as you can, but I'm going to be real transparent. If you don't have a good village, if you don't have people around you that's going to support you, don't expect your mom and your grandmother to help you raise those kids, because a lot of them are not doing it. The grandmas these age, this time, they're not helping. They don't want to help. Okay, they're not the grandmas where we, grew up in, where we was watched by grandma house and everyone. Hey, LSF, hello, welcome in the chat. But these grandmas are not the same. And, like, ladies, if you're a mother, please comment and let me know. Franny Botic, facts, right? If you're a mom, comment and let me know. Like, let's be transparent. Like, motherhood can be beautiful, but let's not lie. Okay? Let's not lie. I'm trying to save y'all. Like, my life, God is so good to grace my life because I have made so many mistakes. But I would never advocate for a woman to go and do and follow the path that I've taken. If anything, the reason why I'm creating these videos is to make sure people don't follow my mistakes. I was very hard headed growing up. I didn't want to listen to nobody. I was broken, traumatized, desperate for love. I literally made men like my God in a way. Like, I just was boy crazy. I just wanted love. I was looking for something that I was never going to find. And fortunately, like, I was able to heal, but along the way I became a mom. And I would never tell a 19, 20-year-old to have a kid. My message to a 19, 20-year-old is to find your self-worth, because I didn't have any self-worth at 19 and 20. It was so many men coming in my life trying to persuade my mind and tell me what I wanted to hear. And I believed in those fairy tales, like, those movies that Disney gave us. That was me. I believed in fairy. I was the girl that was a hopeless romantic, that was gonna think that one day I was gonna find the man that was gonna sweep me off my feet and save me. I really thought a man was supposed to save me. Ain't nobody gonna save you. Nobody's gonna save you unless you want to save yourself. Okay? So these celebrities, it's irresponsible for her to sit there and tell a young college girl to have a kid at 19 to 20 years old. Because if anybody's in this chat right now who had a kid at a young age, please comment your experience, because these young girls need help. And they're Franny, Ellis, my family's from Ghana. Oh, nice. Sorry, I'm just trying to read the chat. But y'all, like, that disturbed my soul, and I was gonna comment and say something, but I'm like, you know what? Instead of commenting, hey DeSosa, instead of commenting, I'm like, let me just go live. Let me talk to my ladies on YouTube, you know? And I would say it's that you need to know what you want in a man. Before you have any children, you need to know what you want and what that future looks like. And if the guy that you are with is not implementing those things, then why would you want to add a child to it? Because I'm going to say it, children hold you back, period, point blank. They don't hold you back all the time, but they can hold you back from different opportunities. And the children are a big blessing. And I would never sit there and say, like, children are this or that. Like, yeah, they could be annoying. They definitely are annoying, and they're a blessing. But when you're not prepared for motherhood, and you don't even know yourself first. So think about it. If you don't even know yourself first, you're just now getting from underneath your parents, only to be backdoor in a position put in a position where you're now having to give your all to your children. Because when you become a mom, it's all about sacrifice. It's all about sacrifice. For you to be a good mom, it's all about sacrifice. Okay? It's no more selfishness. It's no more about me, 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 me. What about me? No. You just got to find time for you. You just got to find time for yourself. But you're not going to always get that. My life is so unpredictable because one minute my child's throwing up sick. Like I had plans to do this and I can't do that because I have a kid, right? So at that age, I would say from like 18 to 25, those are your years to be selfish. Those are your years to travel and discover yourself. And once you discover yourself, then you will be able to realize what you want in a man. But ladies, a lot of us are not mature enough to become mothers. We're forced into being mature. And then we have yet to find who we are. That's why a lot of us are dealing with postpartum depression. That's why a lot of us are sitting up there wilding out and going out and partying because you're trying to find yourself. You're not going to find yourself in those clubs. You're not going to find yourself with another man. You're not going to find yourself, you know, going out all the time and trying to, have a hot girl summer all the time. You're not going to find yourself doing that as a mom. But when you're 18 to 25, you have a lot of time to find yourself. And once you find yourself, you'll be able to say, okay, now that I know who Brittany is, what do Brittany want? Oop, what does Brittany want? Then I would advise you to write down what you want. Oh, I'm gonna get into Sophia, and it's usually for men who are older, which is predatory. Yes, I'm gonna get into that as well because what she's saying is, why would, okay, so think about it. Make it make sense. Why would a 19, 20-year-old get pregnant by a 19, 20-year-old man who's obviously not ready? Men are definitely probably past 25. They're not even, men, pregnancy freaks men out for one. Having a baby freaks them out, okay? This man has to have some type of maturity, okay? So is she advising to get with an older man so that older man can steal her youth? If y'all know me, I do not believe in older men preying on younger women and stealing their youth. Because at that age, they don't know themselves. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they like. They're being told by their parents what to do, and then they're being told by older men what to do. And then the older man gets mad once she starts getting older and wilding the F out. Because they're like, what happened to this young, naive girl? Well, she grew up. She grew up. And now she's contemplating why she gave all of her youth away. Everybody's life and path is different. I'm gonna go into the chat a little bit because I'm trying to see what y'all say. I always call you Hack. Is it HAK? We have to do better job preparing our youth because we have too many depressed mothers. We do because we don't have the support that we need, and we're also getting pregnant when we're not prepared. Franny Bowman, then you get the masculine energy and they do see you as feminine because you have to shoulder the loads. Exactly. Exactly. That's why a lot of women, or as they say, black women or single mothers, are masculine because they're having to step into those roles and maturing without even knowing themselves. 18 to 25 is selfish years. It's selfish until you're ready to start settling down and, having kids. Because once you get in a relationship, ladies, believe it or not, you also are giving up a sense of selfishness as well. You can't be selfish in a relationship. You cannot be selfish in a relationship. It's about you and that man. And sometimes you do have to compromise. You you do have to compromise. So if you're not ready to compromise at 20 and 19 years old and you're still trying to go out and travel and go here and go there with your friends, why would you settle down with a man? I think 25 and up would be reasonable in my opinion. I honestly feel like my sister had the perfect plan out for her personally. She married her high school sweetheart, but they didn't get married until a little later, and they didn't have kids until their late 20s. They didn't have kids until their late 20s, and they're now having another child in like their 30s. Somebody said like 35. I don't know about, look, 35, if that's for you, cool. I don't recommend. Me personally, at 30 years old, it was very hard on my body, but that was because of me. Other people, it's different, you know? So I can't imagine being 35 running around chasing around a little taller because that shit is like hard on your body, you know? Ellis, you have to have the mindset of settling down and having a complete family. I never wanted to make someone my baby mama. Me and my wife are 3 years apart and we have a family. That's beautiful. Congratulations, Ellis F. Shout out to you, my mod. Like, that's beautiful. Make sure don't give a baby a man who is not worth it. A lot of these men don't be worth becoming dads. Let's talk about that. And like, I say that because if the relationship is already rocky, right? If the relationship is already rocky, sorry y'all, I'm eating my snack on my break. If it's already rocky, a baby is not going to make it better. A baby actually somewhat tests your relationship, as in it will bring out the worst in your relationship. A pregnancy will challenge your, I'll say that. A baby pregnancy, the hormones, the emotions, and everything will really challenge your relationship because men tend to hide their emotions, right? They're scared and they start acting out. They start doing things differently than what they were. And you're like, why is he changing up? Because men are also scared. They're scared of becoming fathers. They're scared of the unknown and and especially if that man is unprepared. If that man is unprepared, I promise you, you're not going to see the best side of that man. You're not going to see his best self come out if he's unprepared. Obviously, pregnancy is scary and unknown, and you're never prepared to become a parent. But when that man is like blatantly like, don't know what it's really gonna take. They're just like the idea. Because there's one thing of having an idea of having a kid and actually having a kid. Sorry, y'all. These apples are busting. Let's get the likes up because there's a few people in here. Let me read the chat. 28 and 32, a sweet spot. That's beautiful. That's actually a good age. I'm 35. I have a 9-year old. I should have had bed earlier. To be honest, I want more. Yes, and we do have to be realistic. I think these celebrities are giving us hope that we can have children at a later age. But let's be honest with ourselves. Us regular people, we don't have the money for IVFs and all of that stuff like that. So, no, we don't have until 35 or 38 or 40 to have a kid. I mean, some can, but it's going to be a very high risk pregnancy. It's not going to be as beautiful as you imagine it to be. So, yes, during your prime, it is ideal to have a kid, but don't rush and do it. That's why I'm saying give yourself to 18 to 25 to find yourself because if you don't find yourself, you're going to be like me back at my age, running around lost as hell. Trying to look for a relationship and don't know what I'm looking for. I was running into the dating. The dating world is the wild, wild west. The dating world is the wild, wild west. There is pee in the dating world. In the dating pool, there's pee. No Clorox. Okay? And if you don't know yourself and you have trauma and you have past issues and you have unresolved issues, anger issues, heartbreak issues, all of that, the dating world will eat you up and spit you out. Okay? If you're not ready, you're going to run across some psychopaths. You're going to run across some narcissistic people. You're going to run across some sociopaths. You're going to across people who have really ill intentions for you. You're going to run across liars. You're going to run across thieves. You're going to run across everything that is out there. But it's up to us to decipher who is who. And if you don't have your wisdom glasses on, you're going to get effed up out there because the dating pool has pee in it. And then you got these celebrities and influencers who now in the day of social media have so much power. Okay? They have so much power over a lot of our youths, and they're looking at Krishan Rock and Blueface as goals. No, they're trauma bonding. That's a trauma bond relationship. Until you find yourself and heal, like healing is beautiful, guys. Like therapy has helped me out so much. It's beautiful. Shout out to my therapist. For real. She has helped me throughout. So, and I wish, I'm like, God damn it, Brittany, why didn't you go get the help that you needed at a younger age? And you probably wouldn't have made the mistakes that you have made. Thank you, Christopher Payne. Shout out to you. He's part of my membership, guys. I do want to say I do have a YouTube membership for only $4.99. So I really do appreciate those who join the chat and donating and join my membership. I'm going to be sharing some personal things on there real soon. I'm really just trying to post more on my channel. I know I don't go live enough. I know I don't post enough, guys, but like I said, I'm a mom. I'm not able to do what other people are able to do. But God is so good. God has grace over my life. I don't care what nobody say, whatever mistakes that I have made, God still has love and grace for me. And he's still blessing my life. He's still blessing my family. When I felt like things were like just going downhill in my life, God was right there building it back up. All I had to do was have faith. So if you are a mom, don't write yourself off. Don't write yourself off, but understand that you need to find healing. Because if you don't find that healing, you're just going to repeat that trauma and that traumatic experience on your children. And your children are going to continue that cycle of generational curse. And we don't want that for each other. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up at least to like 15. Can we get the likes up, y'all? I really appreciate that because YouTube is a hater. They be hating on my videos, y'all. They don't be my subscribers don't never get notified when I'm. I would definitely appreciate if you guys give it a thumbs up so I can get back in the algorithm, and make sure you comment on this video as well. But yeah, I'm gonna look at the comments right quick before. I don't want to make this video too long. Dating pool has pee in it for sure. But yeah, don't listen to these celebrities because they're weird. A lot of these celebrities are weird. They don't really live the life that we actually live, you know. Mahali Cheetah. Hey B, you're right. I know women who are in their 40s trying to chase the life they wish they had in their 20s. Yes. And I have family members who are like that as well. Grannies are different nowadays. Nobody wants to take care of children like in the past. No, because you know why? You know why? This just dawned on me. The grannies in the past actually were like, they lived their life in a way, but I think the grannies now are like trying to relive their life. I literally had a woman tell me, who's like 50 something years, no, I think she's like 60 at this point, I don't even know. Her daughter's like in her like 40s or late 30s. This woman literally said, I wish I never had a kid at this age. Like, I just want to live my life. I don't watch my grandchild. I don't do none of that because I want to live my life. It's like when you become a mom, you cannot become selfish, okay? You cannot become selfish anymore. It's not about you anymore. So all the girls that you see partying like, "Oh, I'm a mom," but no, we're not really telling you how hard it can be. And this is not complaining about my life and my family. This is just me being real with y'all. If you don't have kids, like, man, I was a hustler, y'all. Like, I was interning at ESPN. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna move to LA. You can't do stuff like you can, but it's gonna be really hard if you don't have support and family. And you don't want to. The one biggest thing that I don't never want to feel it is being a mom. I don't never want to feel it being a mom. I can feel it everything else, but I never want to feel it being a mother. Because I can be a badass journalist. I can travel the world. I can be successful. But if my kids ever come to me 18 years later and say, "Mom, I just felt like you wasn't there," none of that shit will matter. None of it will matter. Because even though I did it for them, it didn't matter if I didn't give them the quality time and love that they needed. So I make sure that I try my best to give my full attention and love to my children. So when you get that job opportunity, you got to think about, oh, does it affect the hours of my kids? Is it reasonable? Is it this or that? You got to think about your children all the time. You got to think about your kids all the time. There's no more just you anymore. So at 19 and 20 years old, that is a time to be selfish because you couldn't be selfish in high school. You had to do whatever your parents said to do. You had to do whatever the teacher said to do. Now that you're finally a young adult, you get to be selfish. It's a moment in your life where you only have to yourself. It's a moment that you only have to yourself. Okay. So my phone is about to die. So I'm going to go ahead and get up off of here soon because I don't want to go over 30 minutes. But I'm just going to say to my young ladies, enjoy your youth. Don't give up your womb so easily, especially to these men out here, until you know who you are and what you want in life. I'm just now seeing the comments, guys. Queen say, who in their right mind would take any advice from young Miami? Like, seriously. Yes, me and Miami, I would say we have a lot in common. But one thing I can say is that I'm not advocating for women to become single moms. I'm not advocating for women to become single moms, especially at that age. I'm not frivolously saying, "Oh, it's a good time to have." I feel like women like that just want you to suffer. They're in misery. They want you to be in misery too. I don't know. That didn't make any sense. Covered by K. Hey, new here. Yes, love you're saying something. My children are saying what I didn't do. It hurts. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Because even now, like I spend time with my kids. I feel like, man, I wish I was a stay-at-home mom. I could spend more time with my kids. Because we only have 18 years. That seemed like a long time, but it's really not. It's really not. And the worst fear as a mom is your children telling you failed them or you weren't there for them. Because if you're adult and you feel like your parents wasn't there for you, imagine your children saying that to you. Let's curses. Um, Speaking of kids, my phone is like ringing off the hook, so I gotta go soon. But thank you guys so much. Shout out to Christopher Payne, my member. Shout out to you for the 4.99. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna definitely try to check in with you guys another time. Maybe I'll do more videos like this. If you guys like me going live on in my car, let me know because I'll do it more. I'll do it more and make this like a thing. I'll read one last comment. Covered by K. I'm 44. They are 29, 24, 14, 8, and 7. All girls. I tell them, don't follow me, though I love them all. Live your life first. My 24-year-old in therapy now says she has to deal with her issues before bringing a child. Yes. And also, mothers, be let your children actually know how hard it was. Don't say it was hard. Give them details. It's okay to let your children be real transparent and give them details about how depressed. Let them know like it wasn't you, it was because of this, or how men have done you, or mistakes you made. I mean, get real transparent, especially with your daughters. Get real because I felt like if my grandmother actually told me how evil and conniving some of these men can be, if she would hide away and stray away from sex talk, I actually probably would have been a little bit more wiser, because they gained their wisdom from us, our parents, children in the world. I thought I was a good mom. They came first, but feel I gave them more time to younger children. I mean, look, you were spread thin. You had a, you know, I couldn't count how many children. One, two, three, four, five. You have five children. It's hard. You're not supposed to give all your attention, expand to just five children. It's supposed to be two parents in the home and helping out with that. And even then, you're not even supposed to be working. You're supposed to be just tending to the children. So be frank and transparent and do apologize. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I gotta go, guys. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. Let's get the likes up. Comment below if you missed this live. I would love to hear your commentary on this. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it, and have a good Friday. Be safe out there as well. Bye.